Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Hey, and look who's there. The lovely Danny joined me to this intro. Today I'm going to check out Mayday in the Making Part 6, the EP. These are lovely. I love this mini documentary. I have been doing videos from all of the what they have released so far, and I will do a video in the future as well. And then I'm going to do a full setup video with all the videos bind together when we get there, if we get there in some point. But yeah, episode 6 is named simply the EP, so we're getting there. Don't know how many of these are still coming, hopefully a lot, because yeah, we haven't the full album haven't been released yet, hopefully soon, like always. But anyways, okay, let's just go ahead and watch the video. It's been a while for me, for you not so much, because yeah, few weeks ago I recorded the earlier one, episode 5, so I'm always looking forward to this. And actually there is another warning video out there which you are going to see on Thursday, and if you are part of the family then you have already seen this and that as well. And a shout out for the supporters of the family and members of the Johi family, and you can be part of the family too. And if you join, you get early access to videos and all the good stuff, warning emojis, for example. But anyways, okay, enough talk. Let's go and check out what the girls are up to in the video. Okay. There we go.
COVID.
Once we signed with Lava, we didn't want to lose any time.
The band was about to go on a tour, and then COVID hit, so everything that they were working on got canceled. And so they shifted the target immediately to, okay, we're going to make the record now.
And David Bendith was a name that crossed between options that they brought to the table and options that we had seen. Really quickly, it became, okay, let's get him on a Zoom.
We had a Zoom call with him. Like there was just like a connection. We shared the same vision. We were actually very excited, very nervous as well, because we knew it was going to be like tough.
Teenagers are different than any other band. You know, they're very pliable.
We were really nervous. Looking back on that call, David was also nervous. Like, we see it. And I was like, why were you nervous? Like we were shaking. You are David Bendith.
Making an album in the middle of a global pandemic was a very unique experience.
We started lockdown on March. We had not left our house until September. We were really respectful of like the safety of it all.
Obviously, it was COVID, and the first thoughts across my mind were, how is this going to work? But what we did was we were in the bubble.
We decided after a lot of conversations about it that we were going to record it in New Jersey.
We did COVID testing. We traveled with seat covers and masks and face shields and gloves, antibacterial and sprays and wipes. Nobody on our team got COVID. We were all very careful and very professional. And I think, you know, that just makes this album that much more special.
We were just in a little bubble all the time.
I think it kept us really in the zone.
It was definitely scary starting at first, because of course the questions come up of maybe if we wait another month, things will be safer. But it ultimately came down to the fact that the music was ready, and it feels urgent, it feels relevant. We want to put this music out.
Working with David and Rick was a very new experience for us. Actually never worked like this much with people who only talk in English.
Their English is amazing. My Spanish is absolutely awful. The one time that I brought up a mispronunciation, I can't remember if it was Danny or Pau, one of them said something and I jumped on it. And you just hear Allie from the back, your Spanish sucks. You gotta watch out. You don't know who's waiting in the wings to get you.
This third album, I am so proud of what we did with it.
It came out very generational, very social. More than anything, I think we want to call out people to think.
It's about Gen Z, it's about technology, it's about communication. The new album is the world from New Warning's perspective.
Since we evolved as people, we changed, our views of the world changed, we grew up. I think our writing and our music changed and grew as well.
In this instance, you could tell that each one of them had spent time honing their craft and practicing. I saw a crack in the door where I could push them and I could open a world to them where they could be less rigid. Even though it's tough and they don't like it, they're built to withstand it. And so you could push them. And so I did.
It was great to see how our different opinions meshed and became this great album.
We really stepped out of our little box of songwriting.
And I'm not gonna lie to you, there was moments when it was extremely tense.
It was sometimes David, that's not how it is right now. And David was like, well, this is how it should be. And we're like, ah! We had a lot of conversations about how to meet a healthy middle.
I guess the best way to say it, it's how you come back from that determines how much you've grown.
Working with them was incredible, and we all got to learn so much from the process. I feel super confident about the next steps I'm taking as a musician because I got to learn from the pros.
All the work with David Bender, it was a blessing. It was amazing.
I already missed them. We were with them for so long. It was an amazing experience.
I hope that this record goes platinum and we all have plaques on our walls. As far as for the band, I wish them all the success in the world.
We know that we have much to learn every single day. There's always something more.
My dreams and goals for them is for them to grow as players, to keep writing songs. But my biggest goal for them would be to stay in touch with who they are and never lose that.
Our love for what we do is so real and it's so big. Why have we worked so hard for so long to just stop here?
A tener un día exitoso.
Yay! Un día exitoso!
Too short, as always. Yeah. That actually made me laugh. Your Spanish suck. Coming from LA. Somehow so funny. You haven't heard bad Spanish yet, but you will. Yeah, the album was recorded, like they said, in the COVID, when the COVID strikes and everything went to shut down. Here in Finland, when I have watched, listened carefully, all the bands, most of the bands, big bands in Finland, everyone was just complaining we can't go gigs and all that. Constant complaining everywhere, not only with music but in the theater, for example, plays and all that. But few of the bands saw it as an opportunity to do things that otherwise would be impossible. They don't have time to do those things. At these times, I discovered the Warning, and I've been watching closely, as you know, their journey from start to this point. And one of the bands in the world that really took the time. Now it's the good time to do an album, and it was. And so far, what have we? It's a diamond, and it's the whole EP, and I'm sure the full album will be as well. But it's so polished, and that's because of they took the spare time and made it possible and made it like a proper. They polished the diamond that already existed, and yeah, I raised my hat to them, to the whole team. Make a good thing out of a bad thing, kind of a thing. All the like, on top of that, they did online like this live streaming shows from the Warning Cape, and yeah, that's something I didn't at the time. I didn't have any clue about like streaming, for example. And hey, then I started thinking that there could be something here, and then all of a sudden, all over the world, big bands, small bands as well, started doing these live stream gigs, and it, in my opinion, it kind of like changed the world. Like for me, at least, like I didn't know that how this is possible, and you could do that. And I still believe that it's going to play a huge part in music in the future. It's not going to change the like or replace the full live acts, but it's going to be a big part, in my opinion. And the Warning is kind of a, for me, they invented the whole thing, cause I didn't know anything about it. So that happened. Really cool. The other thing that pops into my mind from this video is like the learning what they did during this time, and like taking the advices from the professionals without giving up like their own passion or their own vision of something they're doing. And most of the time, in my experience, myself, for example, I'm really, or I was, when I was younger, I was really like against like producers and people who knew better than me, because I always thought, and I think in many cases in bands, especially young bands, they're thinking like that we know better than these professionals or the producers, or and there is and you have to think about like that. You don't want it to be like overproduced, like giving up. Like I said, the girls didn't give up their vision, but you have to have your own vision as well. But but you have to be able to listen to or take the advices that from the professionals as well. I was always against that. If some producer came, we should do this like this way, and especially if it was like a song that I have written, the riffs, like I knew better. This should be this part here and this part here, and there's no other way of doing things, my way or the highway, and that's kind of a stupid thing to from my part, not taking the advices, not listening to the wiser people than myself. It's you have to be able to do that without giving out your vision of the thing. That just shows like what professionals the girls are nowadays have been in their early stages of their career as well. Really something that I admire so much. Yeah, really cool video. Again, learning every time something new and really interesting. I love these videos, and hopefully many more to come. And yeah, next up is another warning video for me. It's going to be a TikTok live video, and you probably have seen it. I haven't. Of course, the girls being on tour, they can't do as much content like they used to. By the way, another like a great thing about the girls, again, during the COVID, while they were doing the album and all this was happening, they still had the time to create content and keeping up the buzz, so to say. And but I noticed that there is this one video out there on YouTube as well, provided by the Warning Army. So I'm going to check out that next, and that's coming out on Thursday, I think. So if you're not part of the family, you should consider it, and you can watch it right now. But otherwise, you see it on Thursday. So, and yeah, I think that is it for today. And I'll see you on Thursday then. Take care, much love.